Razor, I guess just a couple of changes. Billy Harmon gets an opportunity to start at flanker, so can you just talk us through the changes and I guess a great opportunity for Billy this week?
Yeah, look, Matt Todd's just got a little break in his thumb, so we're going to reassess it next Monday. It's not as bad as probably a 6-weeker we're hoping, so we'll know more next Monday, so it's a chance for Billy to come in and start. He was exceptional off the bench last week, and he's got a great team around him to bring him on debut. And obviously Scott Barrett comes into lock. He's been training really well, and Luke got a start last week with his 100th for the Crusaders, so I'm just good he goes all right as well.
Yeah, so I guess overall you're pretty happy with last week's personnel. They got the job done, so you weren't tempted to make any other changes across the board?
I think it's really important we keep our rhythm and our momentum and a bit of consistency. Look, these guys only got 40 minutes in a pre-season game, and then obviously we've got a 80-minute game for a lot of them against the Chiefs in a tough game. Those derby matches are really tough, and I thought we played over them in the last 20, and our fitness was strong, so these guys deserve the opportunity and to keep the momentum.
I guess the Stormers coming here, they were okay against the Waratahs last week. What sort of threat do they pose? Often, quite sort of a few big boppers within those South African sides.
Yeah, they've got big men. They're international experienced. Forward pack. They're quality, they're playing good footy, and they've got a solid team that's been around for a long time. The coaching staff's been consistent for a few years as well. They've got a clear identity how they play, so that they're going to be tough.
Their lock, Etzebeth, he's out. Massive loss for them, I guess.
Oh, look at Dutuit and Khaleesi, who's probably their spiritual leader. He can carry. He's a great man, and he can play. So they've still got some strength with Etzebeth out, and they've got a couple of young wings from the Cheddars that can score tries, so they look like they are a good, well-rounded team.
When did that injury happen to Matt Todd?
We don't know. He just came on and said his thumb was sore afterwards, and Doc checked it out with a bit of X-ray, and he had a broken thumb. That's probably, I think he's got any nerves going into those hands. He broke his hand last year as well and didn't feel it, so it's a bit of a shame because he was in great form, but it's just one of those things in rugby. Yeah.
So it just pulled up after the game saying, oh.
Can you check this, Doc? Yeah. Exactly what happened.
Yeah. Okay, and did you say it won't be 6 weeks, or you think it will be 6 weeks?
Oh, look, we'll confirm on Monday how long it's going to be. Like, these things are normally 6 weeks, but we're hoping it's shorter than that.
You might require a screw or something like that, or anything?
Oh, look, good leading question, Richard. I can't go down that angle. We're going to find out Monday with another. They just want to see how it settles over the week, and he'll get another a scan on it.
Is it a cast or strapped?
He's got a small cast, yeah. Yep.
So it's a big job for Billy Harmon.
It's a great opportunity, he played well at the 10s. It was incredible in the pre-season game against us, and like I said, off the bench as well, so he deserves the opportunity. He's confident. Yeah.
I guess with Matt Todd out, did you have to bring anyone else into the squad, in terms of flankers, or are you sort of happy with the personnel you got?
Pete Sumner can cover 7 as well, so we've got our depth there they've required, and Hayden Biddle-Curtis is off on the bench, and he can play all 3 positions. Yeah.
Big occasion for Luke Romano. I know 100th Crusaders game last week, but 100th Super this week. As he becomes an elder statesman in the squad, just tell us a wee bit about his contribution.
Oh, Luke Romano's an incredibly giving bloke in his own way. He's a real ideas man. His childhood dream was to come up and play for the Crusaders, and a little bit like Billy Harmon, he's come through club rugby. He was a little bit older. He found his way to play the game of rugby. He's he's strong, a little bit old school in the way he plays, but new school in the way he thinks. He's always challenging me around how we could do things better and have a look at this. The majority of the time I say no, but some of the time I say yes, and it's great, and it evolves our game, and it's a little bit of an innovation. He's become actually a really good teacher as well. Big thing with the Crusaders, we want our players to become teachers because it means you understand what you're talking about, and he's really clear with his delivery now. So, Pebble Bear we call him. He plays for Old Boys, loves that club, and he's got some random ideas. He's a good man.
You mentioned guys like Dave Hewitt, Scott Hamilton, similar guys that perhaps didn't shine earlier on. I mean, did guys like him coming through, does that sort of remind you to just keep thinking outside the square when you're sort of casting the net?
Yeah, it is. You've got to keep an eye on it. Look, it's one thing I'm really proud of is understanding, even that sort of coming through club rugby or the age group rugby with the 20s role and coaching Sumner for a long period of time. And he cleaned us out one day for Sumner when we were playing old boys in the 5th and 6th final. So he reminds me now and again about it. But his ability just to keep on reinventing himself and being All Black for such a long period of time, and I'm not sure how many tests he's up to, 40, 50 tests. I mean, they're all well deserved because he just keeps reinventing himself. He's a big man and has to work hard at his fitness and his strength, and he does it.
Subjects raised, Steve Chew's confirmed with the All Black camps are going to be made before you play your derby games against the Hurricanes and the Chiefs. Given how many All Blacks you've got here, I mean, I presume you've mapped it out pretty well. How many guys are going to be absent from you guys for training earlier in those weeks?
So they're going to, this is my understanding, they're going to name a team of 32, a squad of 32, so it's really clear, so they're not taking 50 odd. But look, I've talked to Steve about it. It's something we have to manage. It's really clear that we both, the franchises, or the clubs, and the All Blacks work really closely together on making sure we get the best for both teams, and the All Blacks take priority for their preparation when they come into the French tests in June, and for us, we've worked hard at making sure we can manage it. There's more details coming out, what's in those camps, so we can get our training days right, and it's something we've just got to embrace, and the boys mentally can switch between both camps.